Language 4. Degrees of comparison of adverbs. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to determine the rules of degrees of comparison of adverbs. Identify the degrees of comparison used in sentences. Complete the sentence using the correct degree of comparison of the adverb. Hello there. Today, let's talk about the degrees of comparison of adverbs. Are you ready? Let's begin. Words that modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb are called adverbs. Adverbs have different types depending on their uses. Adverb of manner tells how an action happens or is done. It usually ends with ly. Adverb of place tells where an action happens or is done. Adverb of time tells when an action happens or is done. Adverb of frequency tells how often an action happens. Adverbs, like adjectives, also have degrees of comparison, namely positive, comparative, and superlative. Let's analyze the following sentences. The dancers of the blue team performed gracefully. The dancers of the yellow team performed more gracefully. The dancers of the red team performed most gracefully of them all. Notice that comparison is taking place in the following sentences. The sentences show the difference among the performances of the dancers in different teams. Positive degree.
It describes one way of doing an action. The adverb remains on its base form.
Example. My brother plays the piano beautifully. Comparative degree. It is used to compare two things to form the comparative degree. Add er to one or two syllable adverbs or put more or less before the adverb with two or more syllables.
The word than follows the adverb.
Examples. She is singing louder than the others. We see each other less often than before. Superlative degree. It is used to compare three or more things. To form the superlative degree, add est to one or two syllable adverbs or put most or least before the adverb with two or more syllables. The adverbs are then preceded by the. Examples. 1. John runs the fastest among my friends. 2. I write the most neatly among my siblings. Here are some examples of degrees of comparison of regular adverbs. Soon, sooner, soonest. Early, earlier, earliest. Gracefully, more or less gracefully, most or least gracefully. Quickly, more or less quickly, most or least quickly. Patiently, more or less patiently, most or least patiently. Here are some examples of degrees of comparison of irregular adverbs. Well, better, best. Much, more, most. Badly, ill, worse, worst. Far, farther, farthest. Late, later, latest or last. Little, less, least. Let's practice. Give the comparative and superlative degrees of the following adverbs. The answers are 1. Beautifully, more beautifully, most beautifully. 2. Brightly, more brightly, most brightly. 3. Carefully, more carefully, most carefully. 4. Late, later, latest. 5. Soon, sooner, soonest. Very good. Always remember, adverbs are used in 3 degrees of comparison. Positive degree. Describes only one thing. Comparative degree. A comparison of two things. Superlative degree. A comparison of 3 or more things.